Welcome to the EHF Euro 2018 live show presented by Lidl. I'm your host Rafaela Jan, welcoming you from our studio in Zagreb. Now 1 week into the competition and it is main round time. But before we go into last night's action, here's a look at what Arena Zagreb looks like as fans come together. Here's the atmosphere from Arena Zagreb ahead of the preliminary round. Now this is of course the main round as the preliminary round is over. Now in this first main round match it was Serbia against Norway, and the Norwegians, they really have showed this potent attack, scoring over 30 goals in all of their 3 matches so far. They are also eyeing a second straight semi-final berth here at EHF Euro. Now Serbia on the other hand could not be counted out, as they showed that they could really produce a good performance when it mattered most. That was in their preliminary round versus Iceland. Let's see how the highlights turned out in this one.
Well, hello and welcome to Zagreb in Croatia and the opening day in the main round at the Men's European Handball Championships. Looking for the line, the connection fails, the break is on now. Dukic passes to the other wing. Well, Belgrade may have just about got a touch on it that time, but Markovic still scores. Right across court, opens up the angle, bit of showboating, Sagosen sends it across with a little message saying please send back just a little higher. 4 goals for the left back. Jezum, oh, stolen under his nose. Bjornsson was loitering. Try again. That's better. Ilic breaks, cuts back towards the middle. Oh, what a shame for Sagosen. He was tempted to go out, hesitated. He was actually quite close for the interception. Oh, taken beautifully. And scored, and 2 goals in 15 seconds. Carelessness by Norway, and it's all square. And that's how quickly things can change. You've got to watch it. Little headset, low shot, good save again. Bergerud, much more alert early on here in the half. Oh, fantastic! What a goal! Gullerud scores, but O'Sullivan blasted it down. 9 minutes played, Tønnesen, beautifully done. And Tønnesen provides again, he's spreading the ball all over the place. This time it's Bjornsson. Well, how did that get through? 3 defenders standing around him. Sagosen again brings up the 30. Jezum, hard shot this time. Bergerud read it, and the break is on the wing. Yes, Bjondal of the 10th save for Bergerud. The Norwegians win here and take the points in the main round.
So again, Norway scoring more than 30 goals. But it's not all about the attack, as this tweet from Andrea tells us. Take a look. She says, citing something that many people have said before me, attack wins game, defense wins championships. Think neither Norway or Serbia will win the Euro if this continues. Well, we will see if you are right, Andrea. Now, for our prediction from last night, it was Brian who got the score not right, but he was closest with the 5-goal win. So he takes the point away from the prediction game. And that means that he's now in the lead. He has 3 points. You, the fans, you have 2. And our guests, they have 2 points as well. But no reason to worry, because we will keep going with that prediction game. In fact, today. And a little different, the prediction this time, because we asked you to predict 2 winners. So from both games tonight, it is Germany against the Czech Republic. We want to know who will win that one. And we are also asking you who will win between Slovenia and Denmark. We're asking you on Twitter, so give us your opinion, and we'll ask the guest and Brian later on as well. Now, moving on to the second one from last night, it was Croatia against Belarus. And the hosts, they were really looking to bounce back from their defeat versus Sweden as they headed to the capital, where they were looking to excite fans. And Belarus had the odds stacked against them because they've lost in the 3 past encounters versus Croatia. But sometimes being the underdog is not so bad after all. So let's take a look at the highlights.
Well, hello and welcome to Zagreb in Croatia, the opening day in the main round at the Men's European Handball Championships. And you've got to work for it for all 60 minutes. Do not underestimate any opponent. So far, so good, though, for Croatia. And again, the ball to the line, and Musa has got 3 goals. Into the wing, bit of space, yes! Great goal. Twice now they've got it out to Jurinok. He doesn't need too much of an angle. Straight through, yes! Smuggles it under the keeper. Dropped it almost on the floor. He managed to let the ball go, Mamic, before he landed. Sindric, that's beautiful! Excellent finish as well. What a pass in by Stepancic. And Horvat, broken wrist shot as he runs his fingers back. That's a good save. Saldatsenka. Into the wing, under the keeper. Beautifully done. What a game he's having. 4th goal. Stepancic again, what a match he is having. 5th goal. Little handoff. 2 putting the block on the line. And they are putting their way back into this game again. Belarus, Kulesh, his 4th goal. Into the wing. Yes, again! They're back within 1. It's a big gamble, taking out your keeper. Oh, they're level! And Croatia have dried up in attack. Wingers come off. Strelec, yes! Oh, what relief for the crowd, but still it's only a 1-goal lead. Seconds ticking away, they've done enough. Koplia, and that's it. Croatia have won. What a shame for Belarus, because they left their guts on the court here today.
This brave performance by Belarus drew praise from a former player. Let's take a look here. Stefan Kretschmer, he said, "What about that for a match? Strong comeback by Belarus, hats off to Yuri. Croatia saved themselves and continue to dream of an EHF Euro title in their home country. Exciting Euro, madness, handballism is an awesome sport." Well, Stefan, thank you. Handball certainly is an awesome sport. And let's take it away now with the standings of this Group 1. So we have Norway, who take the lead with 4 points. Sweden, they still have 1 game less, of course, also 4 points. And Croatia move up as well to 4 points. France as well, 1 game less played, 4 points. For Belarus and Serbia, the situation looks looks a little bit more dire as these two teams cannot make it to the semi-finals anymore. Now, as usual, we saw some exciting action from last night, and we want you guys to participate once again with our emoji vote. So take a look at these 3 actions and vote with the corresponding emoji. Here we go.
Right across court, opens up the angle, bit of showboating, Sagosen sends it across with a little message saying please send back just a little higher. 4 goals for the left back. Straight through, yes! Smuggles it under the keeper, dropped it almost on the floor. He managed to let the ball go Mamic before he landed. And for a left back, he doesn't do bad. Zero angle, oh, somehow he went around him, clips the far post, and Yurinok, goal number 3. Mr. Dependable.
So once again, we need your input, we need your votes. It's really easy, you just vote with the corresponding emoji. For Sander Zagosen, it will be the gift. If you liked Mamic powering through, it is the popper, party popper. And for Yurinov, it's going to be the balloon. So respond with the corresponding emoji just below. So I've said it and I've messed it up. So the preliminary round is over, but before we head on to the main round, which we already have with these 2 matches last night, we would like to give you an overview of the EHF top 7. So here is the team picked from the preliminary round. Two charming men have made it onto the couch with me. To my left, this is Adrian Costeo. He is our EHF Euro reporter, always in action here, and you have certainly read a lot of his articles on the website. The other one, familiar face, Brian Campion. Thank you guys for coming. Brian, we already know what you're up to at this Euro. Adrian, do you want to share a little bit what you've been up to in this first week of the competition?
Yeah, we've been in Split. It was amazing. It was a great arena, great fans, great handball. So I'm looking forward to what happens in Zagreb in the next few days.
Okay, we all are. Well, just to tie it back in, we just saw the top 7 here, that video. And I've actually asked these two, I am asking you to give me your top 7 as well from the preliminary round. So are you ready? Nervous?
Definitely not nervous, no.
But we are ready.
Definitely ready as well.
You feel certain you have picked the right guys?
I think I know I've picked the right guys.
Do you?
I don't trust his judgment sometimes, so I'll let him go first.
I know he's going to
give a game time.
I think I've seen more games than Brian, so I'm definitely right now.
Okay, you're right. Well then, why don't we start? We start with the left wing. Adrian, who's your left wing?
Yeah, so I've picked Uwe Gensheimer, the German guy, because he's great. He scored 21 goals in the preliminary round. He's the reigning top goal scorer in the Belarus EHF Champions League. So yeah, I think it's great.
It was a very easy pick, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It's also on the website, so it must be correct.
That was the easiest pick there. I went for something a little bit different. I went for Jondal from Norway, the speedy winger. And the reason I picked him really was a combination of the wingers, which I'll reveal later. But Jondal for me is always one of my favourites to watch. I think,
Norway has had a great tournament until now. They rely on their wingers for the fast breaks, so I think, yeah, it's a good pick.
Thanks.
Good pick. Okay, second pick, you go for the left back?
Simon Jeppsson, yeah, from Sweden. The young up-and-coming Swedish star, scored 20 goals so far, so he's been very impressive. I think Flensburg are going to be very happy with his performance so far. He's definitely a name to watch for the future. Yeah, so he's my left back.
And he wasn't in the other top 7 we saw on the screen either?
No, he wasn't. No.
Going out on a limb here.
Well, yeah, a little bit.
All right, Adrian?
Yeah, my input is the same again as the websites, as with Ondrej Zdrahala, the Czech left back. He was the top goal scorer in the preliminary round with 25 goals. He scored 14 goals against Hungary, single-handedly helping the Czech Republic to a main round berth. So yeah, I think he's very important to the team, and he's one of the biggest reasons the Czech are here and they will play tonight.
But how did you find his performance in the first 2 matches? Because he certainly showed that amazing performance that you just talked about, being top scorer of the preliminary round, but in the 2 matches before?
Yeah, against Spain, the Czech Republic were poor. They didn't start well, and it went down from there. But I think against Denmark, he also brought his input a lot and helped achieve one of the biggest Czech Republic wins ever in the EHF Euro.
And Brian, would you have picked him? Did you pick him?
No, I wouldn't have. I think it's a bit of a hipster selection, to be honest. I think he just wanted to pronounce his name. I think that's the reason he picked him.
But the top goal scorer.
Yeah, I know. But let's see, does he score 14 goals tonight? I think if he scores 14 goals tonight, he has my vote of confidence. But until then, not.
And so your pick is?
I picked already, didn't I? Left back. No.
Oh yeah, you have to go next.
Yeah, centre back.
Oh no, maybe we have to get his centre back first.
Okay,
Yes.
so another.
Sorry, we're doing this the first time, so bear with me here.
Yeah, so yeah, it's another easy pick for me. It's Sander Sagosen. He's been great. He has assisted a lot of goals. He has scored a lot of goals. He had his hand in 49 of Norway's goals until now. He was great yesterday, and I think he's only 22, so I think he'll be a great star in the next few years, and we'll watch him a lot.
For me, I went for the man who embodies handball art when he plays, Miha Zarabets.
Also just because you wanted to pronounce the name?
No, I think that's a fairly straightforward name. It's nothing like your man, Jalala, or whatever, however you pronounce it. That's the reason I didn't pick him, I can't pronounce it.
Right.
But Miha Zarabets for me is he's a pleasure to watch, one of the most fascinating players to watch move around the court. He's just unbelievable footwork, and is he the smallest player at the Euro? One of the smallest anyway. Yeah, smallest player in the Champions League anyway, I know that for a fact, but he's a role model for all small handball players out there, yeah. So I think he's a pleasure to watch.
And now we are moving on to the right back, I believe. And
My time is
your
it?
choice.
I go for DKM. So I'm sticking to the EHF video here as well. So DKM is having a great tournament so far. A lot of people were talking beforehand about Remily and him and who was going to play, and he's really kind of shone and kind of stamped his name on that position for the French team. So he's playing.
And he's only 20.
Yeah, yeah.
So it will be probably one of the biggest stars in handball in the next few years.
Hopefully another good player to watch, like the way he moves. Yeah, he's really like reminds me a little bit of Abelo when he was younger. He's so dynamic in his movements. So yeah, I enjoy watching Mem. Don't really like his hairstyle sometimes, but he's a great handball player.
Team Red, Adrian, who's your right back?
Well, I've picked Albin Lagergren from Sweden. I think he's also great. He's been also great. He had a great game against Croatia, one of the biggest surprises until now with Sweden winning. He scored 11 goals from 13 shots, 87% shot efficiency, and it's great for a back to have such great efficiency in the EHF Euro.
You can tell he's our stats guy, listing all those percentages. That's why the articles on the website are always correct, right? All right, one more. Team Red, right? You're up ahead. So right wing.
He took my pick. Brian took my pick. and I had to go with Luca Ballot from France. Yeah, he's been great. He's been consistent for the last 2 years. He's a big part of why France is very good. He's a team player, and I think he and Mem make the greatest combo of right back and right wing in the competition.
Okay.
And I've gone for Mr. MVP, Bjornsson, from Norway. He had an amazing game last night, and he's, yeah, that combination of Jondal and Bjornsson, I think, is one of the best winging duos in handball. They're just
also a pick
Speedy
from
Gonzalez.
the EHF
the top
team.
scorer until now.
Yeah.
He's the top scorer until now, and he scored at least 6 goals in every game, in each game, and that's great.
Yeah. So what's left?
What's left? We are at the line player now. But I
first.
think it's okay.
Yeah, I also picked a Swedish guy. There are a lot of Swedish guys in our teams because they have been great until now. It's Jesper Nilsson. Yeah, great player, and very important in the Swedish defense. Of course, they received a lot of goals against Croatia, but that was how the game panned out. But I think if Sweden will go far in the tournament, I think it will be also because of Nilsson's anchoring the defense, and he has also hunger for medals because he didn't win any until now with the national team.
Okay.
And I've gone for German Hendrik Pekeler. I mean, he hasn't been lighting the goals up, but he has been very good in defence and creating space, I think, for the backcourt players. So he'd be my choice there on the line. Yeah.
And finally, on to the goalkeepers.
Goalkeeper, the headband bandit, Yannick Green is going to be my pick there. He's top saving percentage at the moment, so he's been really impressing me. I think, is he the first Dane in there as well? He's the only Danish player in there at the moment. Wow, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's my pick in between the posts.
And we'll finish it off with Mikael Appelgren, the Swedish goalkeeper who was actually here yesterday on this couch.
He was. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's great. He's great fun. He was very good. He makes one of the greatest pairs in the EHF EURO with teammate Andreas Palitka, and I think also Sweden will go far if Appelgren continues this form.
Okay, well, thank you guys for that, but we're missing something. We're missing the coach of the preliminary round.
I think I'd go for Raul Gonzalez if they pick someone. I mean, he always seems to find a way to win these games. I mean, they probably shouldn't have won. I mean, you could argue that they shouldn't have deserved a draw against Germany, but they somehow managed to find it. And then also against Slovenia, they kind of found a route to victory. So I think he's an amazing coach for bringing the most out in players. So he's my pick.
And he's also been here.
He's also been here, yeah. Day one.
I hope to go with Didier Dinard from France. He's the only 100% team until now, winning all the games. He's quite inexperienced, but he has a lot of experience as a player. So I think this will rub off on a younger French side who can go all the way.
Okay. Well, thank you for your picks, for those top 7. We might just have to do that again as we move on in the competition, because we'll certainly, this one will stay in the archive, so maybe that gives us some time to make fun of you later on if some of these don't perform as well later on in the competition. That should be my treat then. Now, you've heard we also have this prediction game going on, right? So we've asked the fans to give us the winner between Germany and Czech Republic, and then also the other one was Slovenia against Denmark. And I know what the fans have said, what they've voted for. You want to know it before you give me your winners?
Who's leading this prediction game?
You are.
Oh, right. I forgot. Yeah, okay.
How many points did you have again?
Is it 3?
It is 3.
Yeah.
Out of how many?
3. No, what is it? 3 out of 4, is it? Or what is it? I can't remember. I'm leading. That's all you need to know.
You won't be leading.
You came back.
Okay, let's see. Okay. So.
All right, you go.
Your picks.
My picks.
Yeah.
Who wins?
So if I went for the hipster pick, which is Drahala, then I will go for the favorites, Germany and Denmark today.
Germany and Denmark. Okay, Brian?
And I'll go for Germany and Slovenia. I think they have enough speed to beat the speedy Danes.
Okay, so Brian again takes the outsider pick because the fans have voted with 63% for Germany and Denmark.
There's a reason I'm top of the table as well, so look.
Well, we will see about that. Brian, since you're the Snap King, what's been going on in social media in this past couple of days?
Yeah, so we haven't updated you in quite a while now, so let's quickly kind of look back at some of the stuff that's been going on social media. Last night, in Norway's win over Serbia, I was in the crowd and I came across these guys here. And I mean, when people say wear the colours of your country, they're taking it to a different level completely. They're wearing a full flag. And yes, it goes all the way down, and yes, it is very tight. So they were.
But did they see anything?
They didn't have them up during the game. Yeah, that would have been a bad experience. That would have been a waste of money actually, buying tickets and wearing the flag costume up over your face all night. But interesting enough, guys, they actually had a guy interview them and do a whole article about them after I took that photograph. So they were quite popular. Quite popular. Hot property last night in the crowd. Yeah. Up next then we'd have this photo bomb from Karabatic. Not often, usually it's the other way around. We have a famous person gets photobombed by someone else, but here we have Spela, our mobile reporter, who got photobombed by Karabatic, probably one of the biggest names in handball at the moment. So I'm not sure what face he's pulling there, but I don't know. What do you think, Adrian? I don't know what he's doing exactly.
Yeah, it's difficult to say what was he thinking, but maybe he'll say I'm the best.
Maybe, yeah. It's like a bad version of Blue Steel, I think. Then we have a tweet then from EHF commentator Tom O'Brien, and this was after the Serbia's win over Iceland. So just to give a bit of context to that. A Czech, a Swede and a Serbian walk into a bar and say, put your money on us to win. No one did. Yeah, so it's like the surprises of the Euro so far. And funnily enough, before the Euro, I recorded a podcast and I picked Sweden to win the whole Euro. And then after the first game, when Sweden lost to Iceland, I thought...
You tried to delete?
I tried to delete the podcast, but then I didn't, and then I thought, okay, Sweden actually looked very good against Croatia, so we're back on. So my prediction of Sweden to win the whole Euro is looking good right about now. And lastly, then we have probably my favourite piece of social media so far.
And what do you say to people in Ireland who like to claim you as Irish?
You're welcome, because I'm proud of my heritage, and yeah. If they want to claim me, then I'm fine with that.
So a lot of people always wondered about Christian O'Sullivan's surname and where it came from. And I think that just gave it, we proved last night that he did have Irish roots. And he's proud of those Irish roots. So as an Irishman, I was particularly proud of that last night. So yeah. There you go. That's the best of social media.
That's the best of social media. Yep. So we'll be following that. Looking forward to more of the same, more funny stuff going on. Sure. So what are you up to today?
Well, today is a free day in Zagreb. Maybe I'll go to Varaždin and watch the games there. I think there will be beautiful games also, and yeah, I'm looking forward for the next days in the tournament.
So as you can see, our reporters always on the run. A day off, no, not really happening here. Thank you guys for coming. Adrian, I don't know if you've watched this show so far, because I feel like you have been eyeing these two a little bit. Would you like to take a present away from here? Yeah. And which one do you choose then, the cup or the mascot tour?
I think I'll go with the mascot.
The mascot. Brian, you got a mascot for him?
Do I? Here we go.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing all your insight.
I can't believe I've been coming on this show. How many? 6 times. And I've never been offered one gift. This is horrendous.
Well, because I need you to come back with a gift. You might just not come back here because you feel like I've gotten all I wanted. So that's it. See you later, guys. And Brian, we still need you here. You know.
Yeah. Okay. So you give me the gift on the last day.
Maybe, if you behave.
Right.
We'll see about that one. If we. Okay, so we've revealed the prediction, but we haven't really looked ahead at the matches from tonight. Before I do that, here's a look at the group standings from Group 2. So we have FYR Macedonia, they are ahead with 3 points. Then it's Spain, 2 points, Germany and the Czech Republic, all on 2 points. Slovenia last with 1 point. Now, first up tonight, it is, like we said, Germany against the Czech Republic. This is in Varaždin, so a smaller arena compared to the one in Zagreb, where the Germans have been playing. They throw off at 6:15, followed by Slovenia against Denmark at 8:30. And so let's take a look at this first one, where Germany are really, they need to improve if they want to keep their aspirations of defending the title alive. The Czechs, for them being here, their coach has said it's somewhat of a dream after beating Denmark and Hungary in the preliminary round. They do feature, as we've heard, Ondřej Zrahala, the top scorer after the preliminary round. Let me remind you, he has scored 25 goals. These two teams are well acquainted with each other. They've played 20 times, with Germany taking 15 wins away from those 20 encounters. But the most recent history is really more in favor of the Czech Republic. This match is followed by Slovenia against Denmark, where Denmark are really the more experienced at this level. They have had 7 semi-final appearances at EHF Euros already, where Slovenia only stand at 1 semi-final appearance. That was on home ground when they took the silver medal. That was in 2004. Both of these teams secured important victories in their preliminary rounds, so their self-confidence should be high. The last encounter ended with 37-30 for the Danes, and that was at the 2016 Olympic Games. Now, that's the look ahead for tonight. All these matches, you can watch them live on ehftv.com. And before you do so, here's something else to look at. This is your pick, your favorite emoji. That was Sander Sargosen. And let's take a look here at his beautiful Kemper goal. Look at this. Nice one, good pick. Thank you guys for voting. That's it from today's show, the EHF Euro 2018 live show here from our studio in Zagreb. We will be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Don't miss it. See you then and enjoy the action.